My favourite internet comic is still just the I know I said I didn't care, but I did, and it's like this fucking got like shirt open, it just says the word facts. Feelings. I know I said I didn't care about you, but I do.
Angry
Ryan's
vision.
gonna die to spiders.
He's got those special eyes.
Look, Shulk, look with your special eyes as Ryan gets impaled now for the second time.
I do love the repeated trope from now on, where anytime they meet someone new, they have to do the whole like spectacle of, no, really, he can see the future. Please believe us.
What should I do?
Please, we're not insane.
But I don't
Even
know.
if that,
Hey Ryan, you're
if
gonna
that,
die
if
in
I
a
saw a
bit.
fucking vision of someone dying like as like a vision, I would fucking tell them, even if I didn't believe it was true. Like, you wouldn't fucking withhold
Yep.
that information on a deadly adventure with people. Like, hey, I just had a thing, you know, I claimed I saw the future earlier. I saw you getting like stabbed by a big spider.
So
and
it's
it
like
was
cave of spiders, bro. I just had a vision of you dying by spiders. Like maybe we should be a bit more careful, yeah. Like stick together.
Maybe we should go, you know, farm up some level.
You're gonna
I love them being self-aware of like
thanks,
fucking
P-Sams.
JRPG mechanics. Just, oh, Ryan, we need a couple more levels.
What?
Maybe you won't die like big
They
spider.
have like a heartfelt conversation at the end. One goes, "Oh yeah, that really raised our affinity." Ruins the moment completely.
Fucking really. Next time I have a conversation with someone, I'm gonna give them like a piece of paper that just says +5 affinity.
I think you would lose that friend instantly.
I'd lose the affinity with them, which, you know.
It would
Yeah.
be game over. The dating sim is over. Friendship sim? Why isn't that a thing? Why is there not like just
boring.
cool friend
Why is it always a
sim?
dating sim?
Well, you're not
Never just
able
a
to
friendship
you're not
sim.
able to like do your friends. Well, you know, it's
It's
not
a bit
realistic.
weird.
Not realistic. Yeah, you know, two friends just hanging out. They've got to fuck. That's how it works in those games.
I don't think they
It's
do.
If you
law.
develop a it's law, but that's just a theory.
We have talked to
Law
each other
says
for at least
you
3
must
days this
fuck.
week. We must now fuck.
Whoa.
We should play oh shit, what's the one we date the disabled?
Tower
Joe
Shoujo.
Shoujo. It's the dating sim where you date the disabled. You fuck a
Okay.
girl with no legs at the ass. It's not real.
I'm assuming it's a
It-
very like offensive and
It's actually
icky take
no,
on it rather than okay.
no.
No?
Just
no,
the way
it's
you
really-
worded
it's made
it with
by-
such like slight disdain, and it's just
No, it's because we sat there and played it like for several different routes, and like eventually the impressions of characters, because you're voicing it, you know, because it's a bunch of you and your bunch of mates, you know, just watching the game. It was me, G, TJ, and that. It eventually like
guys get
wore
up
me
some
down.
weird shit.
I mean, considering TJ literally like.
Do you not just, you know, go and read some fucking like cartoon?
Oh my
comics?
god, we
Your
sat in a
mates know.
fucking screen share
God,
as I
no.
looked at the fucking Avatar porn comics, which is where we get the term butt benders from.
Okay.
Sounds
But then-
weird.
Oh my god, we were losing. I mean, we've all sat there and watched like the fucking Fortnite porn. I skipped through the porn part and the Mario one.
Weird.
We have no real friend back. Like with that, well, I find out a lot of whenever I like hear stories from like YouTuber groups, they always mention doing shit like that sometimes, and I go, wow, that's sometimes what we've done. I'm like, oh shit. Sometimes people just do this.
People just do
We'll
that.
die.
I've got to find him.
If that vision
I've got to
comes
find
true.
him, but he's
Before he
looking at
gets
the
stabbed by a
floor
big
instead of like
spider.
where Ryan went.
Those things will aggro if they hear noise.
We gotta
so
be
I just-
quiet, so you just sprint through them.
gives a shit.
It's a
I'll
quest
just deal
thing.
with
You're
it,
not gonna kill him.
I'll
like,
come back for them.
We're not in that much
Oh,
hurry for
right.
Ryan.
No, not too much hurry that we can't. You know, we've got to keep doing the quests. Here's my thing. Why doesn't Ryan just? Why
Gotta
doesn't
keep
Ryan
doing
just like climb down to me?
Small brain.
Don't give up, do ya?
Small bane,
Sort of
big
right.
arms.
The
Ryan,
smaller the
Ryan.
brain, the
Honest.
bigger the muscles.
I've got to hurry.
The heart is the biggest muscle that matters, and Ryan surprisingly has got a big heart. That's his character.
Ryan is relatively caring, yeah.
I mean, Shulk displays about as much personality as a drying wall of paint, so, you know.
Yeah, but they do that to some main
Yeah.
characters to like try and make them more relatable to everyone.
They made fucking... We talked about Final Fantasy 15 earlier, but, like, they made Final Fantasy 15's 1 too fucking edgy, and then he has, like, ridiculous, like, change in personality where it's like, okay, and I've gone past my real edgy phase, now I'm really serious at the end of the game.
Oh.
So you got, like, the last fight
Yeah,
of the game.
he's Edgelord 5000 for like 14 chapters of the game, and then like the last 4, he's like
Oh, now I'm...
a
See, at least if their
hard-boiled
personality
character.
is like a trope, you can kind of clown in it and stuff. But if they
I think
actually
he-
just don't have one, it's boring.
I do want to play the game eventually, because it's, like,
There's too many of them.
it's really
I kill
good.
one, and 10 more pop up.
It's just
What,
fun.
15?
You could just... You drive the car around to get to, like...
15 is a fun. It's like
15 feels like a demo.
Pretty fun.
15 feels like a what... You know, like... You know how,
Again, it's being so vague. I'm sorry, but like, same with like Fiora.
Yeah.
It's like Fiora, run, Ryan, not that way. Give us some fucking like details, man.
Ryan, you're going to fucking.
You know how
die.
Bowser's Fury feels like a,
It feels like a
we
demo,
made something cool. Yeah, and it's like, here's a cool idea. Like, 15 just feels like a really cool idea that they did a lot with. Like, you did it. You put a shield around them.
Shield.
You don't use shield that much in the game, by the way.
yeah.
Genuinely, I think...
I do sometimes.
Uh,
The
it's
power of
only
the
really
mana.
boss
You
fights
said
when
it.
it's like a specific
if they're
ability
charging
about
up a
to hit
fizz
them.
attack, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like real telegraph to let you know. Also, shield puts it on every member of the pie.
Yeah.
So the fact it's only on Ryan
Ross,
in the cutscene
Incredibly, you
is
know, wrong.
a little bit of an inaccuracy. Eh,
A little bit of a.
Also, by the way, the weapon like changes things because he like can adjust it.
What, Ryan's or
Land.
Monado?
Ryan's.
Yeah, it like has shield form and stuff.
Wait, a vision.
You're about to get
It's gonna
crushed.
use Arachno crushed.
Oof.
Shield.
Every time you like shatter the thing, it's always such a
Oh
test.
Jesus, that
That's
called
satisfying.
lag. Oh, no, just fight the queen.
Hit it in the ass, backslash it.
I can't. Ryan's not aggroing it.
You are in the front
Can't move.
and hitting it a lot.
Yeah.
Ryan doesn't aggro.
Yeah, he
Ryan,
doesn't have
you
the
actually-
abilities.
Oh, Ryan's binded, that's why as well, so he's not... Make sure I'm actually targeted on the boss.
Team is it?
I will miss a load of those, by the way, by just not aiming at the boss.
I
I'll be, like,
get it.
selected onto an NPC, and I'll... Oh, so that's just it. 5 damage. I don't have Shadow Out. I don't really care much to discuss
Slashes.
battle strategy, just because... Battle's very cookie cutter in this game. That's my one thing about 15, like Final Fantasy 15. Like these games, those games are very similar. Like this game and Shield against King's Fury. I can't remember.
Probably not.
I shielded out. In this fight, you literally regen Monado like instantly.
Yeah.
It's like 5 autos.
So that's probably my one. That's why I try and use lots of different characters rather than just like the main team for Xenoblade, because it gets very formulaic. Like playing a Shulk gets very boring.
The problem
But
is,
then again, the AI isn't like that clever with it, so sometimes you have to.
Oh.
and Shulk, one of the more
Yeah.
complicated characters, but
I play
The
as
thing
like
with 15,
Melia
like-
quite a lot just because it's more interesting sometimes.
I think I don't know who I'd want to play the game actually. I would we get to play Final Fantasy 15? Because I have no interest in really replaying it. It's a very pretty game to look.
15's fun.
Dylan, I know, can play it, and I've watched play it, and has done horrible things with the custom character creator.
Look.
The character's so
Yeah.
disgusting.
You will not speak of the custom characters.
Yeah, you're not doing it if
They
we
are
do the fucking
disgusting.
playthrough. But then I'd also,
Looks like the Monado
I'd be fun like if Liam is there for that, like you playing it, that'd be.
I've never like
Ryan,
played or seen any
just
Final
realised
Fantasy
something.
game.
That's
Do I have
completely,
to
it's
know
completely new
things?
game.
Oh, okay.
No,
It isn't set.
Yeah,
Uh,
you don't have to
no,
know anything.
genuinely Final
between-
Fantasy.
it's
You
a
don't need to know
standalone.
anything between Final
warning.
Fantasies.
Yeah.
They're all
What about
unique.
Cloud
I'm
and
worrying
Strife.
about what will happen.
He's
What
in
will happen
7.
if I don't
That's
do
it.
anything?
There's 7, yeah.
Oh,
What
really?
if
He's
I
only one
can't do
game?
anything?
Why
Yeah.
is he so
So I can
iconic?
use this
And
power
every-
to
every-
He's
change
just
the
because
Because it's
7's
7.
so fucking good.
Oh, okay.
exactly what I intend
Holy
to do.
shit, 7 is
If I want,
amazing.
we
It's
really
probably
can
one of
do
the
it.
best RPGs
I
ever
think
made.
Fiora would have
Which
liked
one's
it
the
too.
MMO one?
Yeah.
14, A Realm Reborn.
Let's get moving.
14?
We're nearly
No.
at
A
the
Realm
priority
Reborn
stage.
because they, it's the second one they did. They basically made one MMO and it was kind of shit, so they made a better one.
Yeah. No, like, I heard a lot about that, about it, like, starting off pretty shit and then getting better, but
Oh, it's really good. It's probably one of the best MMOs now.
I've always been tempted
I
by it,
think
but,
I
like,
have it.
I think it was relatively expensive, I can't remember. I don't remember my
Yeah,
reason
it's
for
not
not
the
getting
cheapest.
it, other than I'd never touched a Final Fantasy game and that kind of... I don't know, stuff like that, if it's,
Ah.
like... That's why I'm so,
No,
like,
that's the...
meh about the fucking games that, like, it's like, let's all play, like, number 7 together or something. It's like... But I don't know anything about the first 6. Do I?
Nah,
Ooh, scary.
Final Fantasy, you generally don't need to know
Yeah,
anything.
you can just play any of them.
Like, the game changes every single time. Some key concepts stick around.
Mm.
And, like, some, like the Chocobo. Chocobo is pretty
Yeah,
consistent,
Chocobos.
because they're an interesting idea they came up with. Like, why not have
Cactuars.
racing?
They're cool, yeah.
Some of the races are...
No matter how
15
many
is
times I see this,
very
I'll never
interesting
get
in
used
its,
to
like,
it.
settings. There's always, like, a form of magic. The fun thing to get set up for 15, you actually need to watch, like, the film.
On the other side of
Is
those
it film?
clouds.
My dad watched it, it's
Yeah, there's no
beautiful.
film
It's
for it.
our enemy.
The
I'd
game
assume
looks
so, yeah.
just as good as the
Mechanics.
film.
Actually,
don't
I
know,
lie
I
when I
think-
say I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I've played the demo of the rhythm game spin-off. that had
Yeah,
like
that's a
2
bit
songs on
different.
it. Theater Rhythm was actually
Oh.
fun, but it never dropped below like 35 quid, so I never got it.
I think that demo had one of my favourite songs on it. Of fucking Sunless Waterscape.
I recognise that, so maybe.
We should play some Final Fantasies. 7, 8's really good. The Lightning series, well, Lightning is like the only character they did like multiple games with,
Mm.
and apparently some of them aren't good, but I like to play them because they look interesting to me, and I've
Oh.
never played them.
I'll play or
Yeah.
watch anything as long as it's like library share or like I can just chill, you know.
I mean, yeah, I've got it on my Xbox. That's the
That's,
main
that's
thing. Like,
the,
and
another
it's-
annoying thing about not being next to each other is we can't just kind of go like, everyone come round and like, you can play the game today. It's just whoever has
Mm.
it. Well, guess you're playing again. Yo, he dead.
He's also laughing
played the
after eating
game.
him.
Maybe he tasted funny. Please don't laugh.